Hello, dear students. Before I will go for the lesson, I just want to tell you something that the notes are being given to you and question answers has been given to you. I told that once you write your question and answers, you should get it checked by me, but not a single person from 9th standard came to get it checked. I don't know, it's your wish, no problem. Because 10th standard students are coming, they are getting checked by me, and several mistakes they have done in their writing. Okay, if you don't want to check, it's your issue, and in the exam you go with those mistakes. That time you please don't tell me that sir has given the mistaken notes. Okay, and even I will suggest one more thing, that if somebody is having bad handwriting, they can come to the school. You take the notebook from me, this one, where all the notes are there. You can make a Xerox of it also. Okay, so I think that will be convenient for you, those who are having bad handwriting, because there are some students in 10th standards whose handwriting they are not able to understand. How I can understand? I told better you take a Xerox so that at least you can read and start doing handwriting practice. Okay. Now, till now we have done the conservation of resources. Now, today's topic is ecological footprint. What is ecological? Ecological is whatever it is there in our surroundings, air, water, land, that is ecological. Footprint. Okay, footprint means we are having a footprint. No, if in a muddy place, if we go barefoot without any chappals or shoe, what will happen? A print will be there on that mud. So that is known as footprint. That footprint is connected with ecological footprint. What it is? Here I have written WWF, World Wildlife Fund. Okay, this is a international organization. So the World Wildlife Fund has devised a measures called ecological footprint. Okay, they have devised a measures called ecological footprint, and what it does, it gives idea about the extent of consumption of resources and waste generation by a country or by an individual. Individual means me, country means we all. What this footprint gives us the idea of the consumption of resources. We are having limited resources, but to what extent people are using that resources, with this we can get the idea of that one. In other words, the ecological footprints measures a person's demand on the biocapacity of the earth. See, we all are having lots of need, because our needs are unlimited. A person having 1 crore rupee, he is not satisfied. He wants more money. Like that also, not only money, okay, for everything, people's needs are unlimited. So they are using more and more of the natural resources, but they don't know that in the recent future, we don't will be having any resource to get our water, air, and air is getting polluted, means after some times we will not get the fresh air. If we don't get the fresh air, we will be having some problem with our health issues. So, keeping in that mind, a person demands on the biocapacity of the earth, what the demand is and what the supply is. Supply is limited, demand is unlimited here. But the thing is that here this ecological footprint will give an idea of ours, not only demand or limited consumption, resources are there, but to what extent we are using this. Is it more than that what we should use, or it is less than that. Okay, so idea about the extent of consumption of resources and waste generated by a country. And next is, in simple word, it is a person's demands on the biocapacity of the earth. Next is this indicator is an estimate the amount of space on earth that an individual uses in order to survive using existing technology. This indicator will tells us about the space. What is the space? The space includes productive land where we can do the production. Production means any industry we can set up, or we can do agriculture, that is known as productive land. Water, how much it is there? Area that produces the resources we consume. Okay. So it is an indicator. This indicator is an estimate of the amount of space on the earth. It can give you the idea, this is the space we are having. Now if you go forward, it's your issue. Population is getting increased, means you have to survive within this land. You have to make your food, means agriculture, and now within this, it will not, your earth will not get more and more day by day. Okay. Next is, as per WWF, this one. Okay. The people needed 11 billions of productive land. Okay. See here, 18 billion hectares consumed. As per the WWF report, in the year 2010, it is 18 hectares of land has been consumed, whereas the earth is having only 12 billion hectares are available. So in the year 2010, we, the individuals on the earth, has already consumed 50% extra. Okay, so if we do like this again and again, then we have to suffer a lot in our future. There will be no water. Okay, you have to purchase water, 1 bottle of water for 100 rupees. Okay, food grains are not available. Okay, people are more. What will happen? 1 kg rice, 200 rupees. It will happen if we are not conscious, or if we are not properly using our natural resources. Okay, if we do like this, then in the near future we need 5 planet Earth in order to survive. In order to survive, if we do like this, if we do the wastage and everything like this, we need 5 Earth, whereas there is no possibility of getting one more Earth. But the thing what we are doing, as per that, the WWF has told that already in 2010 50% deficit is there. So if we do more and more like this, then we need 5 Earth. Then only people will be satisfied, means all the people will have their food, they will have water for their daily needs. Okay, they will have sufficient air to breathe. Like this, the most important thing is to raise awareness about the issue, starting from ourselves and spreading to all we know. Means, see, I know, and after the study you will know about this ecological footprint, but it is our duty to make others also aware or conscious about this ecological footprint, so that they will also start not wasting the natural resources and to use the natural resources in the right way and in the right place. So next video we will go with the points which will describe us that what can you do to reduce, what we should do. I am telling you that you should make people educate about that this ecological footprint and we should not do this, but how we should do in the next video, point wise we will discuss that one. Okay, so a very thank you and stay fit, stay well. Thank you.